Our goal is going to be to expand the client's story beyond the snapshot that they're telling. One of the techniques to being able to do that is to use narrative therapy, which falls into the framework of using Black feminist thought, which asks about the story of the person in front of you. Well, it asks about the story of Black women, but that means that this story of your client, if they are a Black woman, does not start with their life being born. It starts with the historical context of what it means to be a Black woman in America, and how that also is continuing to inform their sexuality, their personality, and how they're allowed to show up. So the story, the origin story, is not just they were born and so they lived and nothing affected them. The person and environment piece is important here, because they're a person in the American environment. They're a Black person in the American environment. They may be a dark-skinned Black person in the American environment, a kinky hair Black person in the American environment. They may be a gay Black woman in the American environment. These factors make a difference, which means that the origin story that they would want to tell you means that you add pieces for them to have context, which means, and maybe this is unfair of me to say, and I want y'all to know that I recognize that and I don't care. It means that your responsibility as a Black female therapist is to have context of American Black history. If you don't have context, that means you are not able to give context. You cannot do work with Black women without context. Starting the story where you want to, it means starting a story without context. We require the context. That means that if I ask you to read something, watch something, do something, it's because I'm trying to add what? Context. But that also means that that's work that you have to do on your own, because you take pride in being a Black therapist, a Black woman therapist. If you do not take pride in your profession, please kindly exit. With love, no one's going to blame you. You just got to exit, because the context is important.